Alright, guys, welcome back to the Cult Classic Kids Show. And today is hopefully the first of many segments of its kind, and it is called Physical Media is King, Baby. Because to me it is, genuinely. Now, I know a lot of people have moved on to digital and streaming services, and to be fair, I have my fair share of those as well. But to me, physical media will always reign king, and that is for many reasons. Just for the collecting aspect alone is important to me. I mean, I don't have all this shit behind me just to start a YouTube channel. If that were the case, then half of what I own wouldn't be, sitting in a crate under my bed. But so basically, look, man, physical media is very important, and I really want to express that, and I think that just doing these segments will express that enough. If I don't rant about it, I'll try not to. But to me, physical media is extremely important for preservation purposes. If it be to make sure that you have a copy of a film or a TV show or anything that just suddenly disappears, to into the ether of time itself, or if they happen to censor something, and that's something that's very predominant right now. Censorship is at an all-time high. So to me, making sure you have a physical copy of the things that you cherish and value is very, very important. And a lot of people don't really understand that. So hopefully this reaches out to some people and makes them think about it. But with all that being said, I want to keep it lighthearted. And so the first thing I want to show off that I did end up purchasing is some films. The first film would happen to be Jennifer's Body. Look at it right there. I've never actually seen this film. Um, I've never been a Megan Fox fan, honestly. I never even like anything she was in. I would just purposely avoid because it's like, oh, like she's just the hot chick of the week type thing in Hollywood. And honestly, like Transformers, and when she was playing April in TMNT, I like TMNT, but she's no fucking April, so I never saw that. Not to be hard on her, it's just Hollywood. It's just what Hollywood does. But recently, I saw a film with her, and it was called Till Death. And honestly, my motives for watching it was simply to support a film that wasn't like a superhero film or just the same old shit. I just want to essentially try and tell Hollywood that there are other stories that can make money. So I ended up renting Till Death, watched it with my family, and to my surprise, I was like, this is actually good. It was a good film. I think Megan Fox did a great job with it. I think that like she genuinely impressed me as an actress, and then I got to thinking, I was like, Megan Fox would make an awesome scream queen, to be honest with you. And the reason why I say that is because, well, all the scream queens that we love and cherish are either dead or old hags now. If I'm completely honest, I mean, we still got, uh, we still got Jamie Lee Curtis, thankfully, but we've lost some great scream queens of our time. And honestly, we need new ones. We need to carry on as a horror fan, you need to carry on the heritage of the Scream Queen. So I would love it if Megan Fox would be a modern day Scream Queen. It would be very interesting. But, a lot of people have told me that when it came out, this film was like, was talked about, but it kind of went under the radar in terms of nobody really respected it. And like today, I heard that a lot of people look at this film and are just like, it was actually a great film. And I keep hearing that too often. So finally decided to get it. Haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to check it out soon. And so I'm hoping for the best. So there's Jennifer's Body. Second film, another horror film. A horror film classic. I guess it would be a cult classic since it didn't do well when it came out, but The Thing in 4K. Now, honestly, I've always been scared of this movie to the point where I've never watched the whole thing. So I was like, man, this is my time. John Carpenter's films are constantly coming to 4K Blu-ray now. So good because he's one of my favorite directors of all time. So I'm really, really happy that this has come to 4K. And I just watched it like, I think it was like a few days ago, close to a week ago, with my family. And oh my god, this film in 4K, it's awesome. If you were like worried or concerned that the effects would look bad or they would basically be compromised because of the 4K, from what I could tell, there's no compromise in these effects. The special effects in this film are great. This film deserves so much more praise than it already does get. But man, Honestly, I wish I would have watched this film sooner. As a whole, it is so good. I really did enjoy it. Shout out to my buddy Gatling Hunter for making essentially talking me into watching the film because, like, you know, when from what I did see, I was horrified of it. But yeah, this is great if you're into 4K Blu-rays. Definitely worth picking up. So that's it for the movies. We're moving on to games. So two games that I ended up getting were games that I never played before, but I've always been interested in or was put on by someone else. And the first game that I myself was interested in is Heavenly Sword on the PS3. And I managed to get a clean copy off of eBay. It is complete, which is cool. And man, this just looking through this brought back so many memories, man. This is the pamphlet and layers on the back of it. I actually had layer, and it didn't leave a good first impression on me when we first got the PS3 back in the day. For a while, my one PS3 that the family had was my Blu-ray player. I used to essentially I thought it was a slick way that the Blu-ray player worked on the PS3. I could essentially watch all my Dragon Ball Z episodes in 1.25 times speed and it still play the sound. So I would literally speed watch Dragon Ball Z episodes while watching being able to watch them really really fast essentially. So yeah, but looking through this pamphlet, man, you got Warhawk advertised. Motorstorm, I really like Motorstorm. It's a fun game. I do go back to it every so often. You're talking about the PlayStation Network, LOL. Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction. Folklore. I don't even know what that is. Anybody know a little bit about folklore? Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I really love Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I know a lot of people don't. It's like I think it honestly it might be my favorite Uncharted. I know that's like a really unpopular thing to say, but to me it just is. I really enjoyed it. PSP, bro. I can't get it straight. What is this? That's pretty crazy though. The PSP at $170. Talk about a throwback, man. It's crazy. But yeah, there's Heavenly Sword and the last video game. This was a recommendation. Once again, friend Gatling Hunter. He's a beast. He knows a lot about a lot of shit. Honestly, I do go to him when I have questions because chances are he knows a good bit. But the last game is The Operative No One Lives Forever. It's a PS2 game. Got a clean copy as well off of eBay. It is complete, which is cool. Now, I was basically telling my buddy that I'm like, man, I really wish that they would make more games that are centered around the 60s and the 70s. For me, Mafia 3 was such a disappointment. The game was glitchy as fuck, and it was just boring. I got bored. Like, after I met Vito, I just was like, it's sad because Vito is one of my favorite characters, but I just don't give a fuck. So, that was a big disappointment. But, what's that game? Oh yeah, Deathloop, whatever. Yeah, that game was coming out, and it's like it just felt like a video game that wanted to be 60s, but it just failed at it. Like it just looks like it wants to be 60s, but then it opts out at the last second type deal because just it looks like shit to me. Sorry to say. Sorry, Deathloop fans. This is just my honest opinion. That's why I don't have it. Just doesn't appeal to me. And I'm a person that loves anything 60s and 70s, so whatever. But man, I really, really just wanted a game that I didn't know about or more games to be featured in this time. And I got this game. So, haven't played it. It's described to me as like female 007, which is cool. And yeah, I'm definitely, when I do get some free time, I'm going to check this out on my PS2. Oh my gosh, I love PS2 pamphlets, man. Give you like information about the characters and such, when they actually cared and were really into the content that they created, or the medium that they created, I should say. It's really bad of me to say. So yeah, another reason why I value physical media so much and not so much streaming services, even though I have a streaming service here and there occasionally, is because now entertainment is seen as content when it's on Netflix, and I don't like that. So yeah, it's another reason. So the big box. Should I do this? Nah, you guys are gonna have to wait. Sorry. So moving on to accessories. I'm just gonna be quick about this. I got Xbox controller because just got the new Xbox and I needed a new controller. I really don't like the standard issue controller. I'll explain more about that when I do my Xbox One review, so there's that. I also got a PlayStation controller because I can't deal with the terrible battery life of the, the PS5 controller. It's so bad. So yeah, I really like the black version of the controller. It looks really slick. It has this awesome shine on the buttons. I don't normally like the standard black issue normally because it just feels standard to me. So I always typically go for a color. But I'm so glad I got this one. It looks sick. It looks super sick. And yeah, so basically I also got the charging dock. Like I said, I couldn't take the poor charging I couldn't take the poor battery life of the PlayStation 5 controller DualSense. Honestly, it I just feel like I always should just hook it up, wire it up because it just runs out of battery life so fast. But yeah, now moving on to this limited run. I think I know what this is, but if it isn't, then it's something really fucking heavy. So yeah, and over here we are heathens. I don't have a knife. I use a key. So this has been sitting here for a while. I was just like, I want to open it, but I was like, I'm gonna save it for the video. Imagine if it's something I didn't even order in like all this time. The problem with limited run in general is that, like, when you order something, sometimes you even forget what you ordered essentially. So yeah, definitely have to be very patient. Oh my god, it's bubble wrap right now. Oh! Whoa. Okay. Toss that to the side. Oh my god, bubble wrap. Alright, the first thing. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2. I've only played the official game Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I haven't played the other ones, but I've been collecting them, so there's that. Pretty cool. Ooh, and cards. What is this? What the hell? Alright, I'll put that to the side. Alright, and so the main deal, the main squeeze, is the limited run of the collector's edition of No More Heroes and No More Heroes 2. Ah, wow, I didn't know that they were going to be boxed individually. I thought that they would just be separate. These are on the This is on the Switch, and honestly, I just recently got into No More Heroes. I've only officially played through the whole first game, but I really, really love that game. I love the style of this franchise. I got No More Heroes 3. I put it on the side. It's a game I really, really want to get into more, or a series I really want to get into more. I think that Marvelous, man, they're awesome. I never got to play it on the Wii because I hated the Wii. So, and I got these cards. Yeah, boy. It's pretty dope. They gave me a handkerchief. Oh no, it's like a flag. Well, technically, it's not a flag. You can't hang it onto a pole or anything. Okay. That is interesting. Should I open this? Fuck it, let's open it. Remember the Millennium Falcon? Rip that franchise. I don't even remember what comes in these, honestly. That's what happens when you order in limited run, you just forget. And then it's like one day it just randomly shows up at your door and you just feel like it's Christmas or your birthday. Now I really don't want to open this and end up damaging it. Going to be meticulous. Didn't know that this video was going to be this long, I'm sorry. But since you guys are still here, I will continue to entertain you. Alright, so here's the official game. Switch. I normally get limited run games on the Switch, and it's no particular, like, fan reason, weirdo fan reason. It's just the fact that the chances of the cartridge coming out of this as opposed to the disc coming out of the case on, like, the PS4, like, I've ordered so many Switch games and none of them have came out of the cartridge holder, whereas every time I order from limited run, like when it comes to like PS4, this just falls out of the case. And some of these games I really don't like the idea of opening, so to me that's a huge L. That is the Steelbook. Very nice. Very well done, limited run. I don't know what you guys do over there, but it's good work overall. Here is the original soundtrack. I'm sorry for the glare. We have limited means over here. We just do what we can. I know that you guys appreciate the effort, or at least I hope you guys do. The poster. I hope this is this is probably gonna be huge. Like I said, trying to be meticulous and not destroy something. No more heroes. And Travis's favorite anime chicks. That's funny. Going to put that off to the side. And what else? A art book, I believe. Cool. The way they box this is so weird to me. What the heck? Hold on. Uh-oh, behind the scenes. Okay. Limited run games. Here's a lot of words. Oh, sick. That's really cool. Characters. Ooh. I like that. It's really dope. That is awesome. Definitely awesome artwork for the game. I really love the style, genuinely. And No More Heroes 2. Are you guys still there? If you are, comment your favorite color. I'm probably just gonna upload this like straight up as is. It just is what it is. I know you guys understand. I'm not a good editor. I'm actually garbage at editing. Me working like electronics is like Yeah, good luck. I mean, I do PC game, but I mean, I'm not exactly a Rembrandt at that either. Can't wait to build my own PC though. That keeps getting pushed back and back more and more, which is sad, but unfortunately, it's just the reality of it. Alright, so here's the game for No More Heroes 2. Overall, I think I really like this. I'm glad that I did get this set. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is actually pretty crazy. Uh-oh, it gets even worse. Uh-oh. It's funny. And the soundtrack. I really like that cover for the soundtrack. I'm sorry for the glare. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. It's definitely awesome to have the music for anything if it'd be a good movie. Like, I really need to just order the soundtrack for one of my favorite movies, Jackie Brown, because when you try and actually listen to that soundtrack on Spotify, like half of it is unavailable to play. This is the problem, guys. This is why I do strongly rep physical media. Honestly, I don't really collect for music. It's rare when I do because I just don't have the space, man. As much as I would like to, I have to pick my battles, you know? And gaming's my biggest hobby. Film is like really high up there as well. That is a cool poster. Yeek. Yikes. I'm really shy about shit, so it's like weird. But yeah, overall I really do like this collector's edition. I'm glad I did end up getting it, even though I completely forgot what I got for the most part, or what was in the collector's edition. You know, sometimes you'll end up buying something and it was like a spur of the moment purchase and you think that you'll love it. And then when you get it, you're just like, why did I buy this? It happens to everyone. We definitely go a little extra sometimes. Ooh, I love that. Look at that. That is so sick. I love this art. So sick, man. Honestly, we need to bring back art like this to me. Especially like when it comes to artists for video games in the West. It's just very bland to me. It's like too realistic. I love style. Like, give me good style, you know? Stylized art. So sick. Definitely really cool. This guy reminds me of who's the who's the really tall black dude in Jet Set Radio Future that has the boombox? Like, he was like one of my favorite characters. It's been so long since I played Jet Set Radio Future, man. Xbox, if you want to do something truly meaningful for me, put Jet Set Radio Future on the Xbox Series X, please. Please. That is like one of my favorite games. I would gladly give you $20 for it. It doesn't even need to be optimized. Just give me a standard port. I will gladly pay. I didn't pay for it the first time. When I got an Xbox, the very original Xbox, I got it for Christmas, and it came with a racing game and Jet Set Radio Future box together. And Jet Set Radio Future ended up being my favorite game on the system, which is, it's pretty crazy that my favorite game on the original Xbox was a free game that I got. So yeah. All right, guys, that's about it. That about wraps this first inaugural video of physical media is king, baby. And I wore this T-shirt in the first video's honor. If anybody knows wrestling, like modern wrestling, Adam Cole, baby. So yeah, that's I guess that adds a little bit of inspiration to this segment. So, yeah, guys, with all that being said, thank you for tuning in. I'm out. Peace.